Browns at the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He's at the 50. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Lock on the give, it's Lindsay. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll make this a second and long.
At the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff for Lindsay. And a very short pickup there. 16. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
On the play.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over.
1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
From the red zone now, Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
If I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. A give. This is Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Albert Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that take the end zone.
First down, Broncos.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now to the air. Lock going deep for Hopkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
The kick is...
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Number 25, Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Patriots 14, Broncos nothing.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A quick throw outside by Locke. And he is out of bounds here. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Fans are really excited about the possibilities for Courtland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went for one.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Broncos 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
5-yard line.
At the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 5.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Newton, he's going to float this over the middle, deep. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And the Broncos
on first and 10, here's Locke. The Pets are going to get there. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's a give to Lindsey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing is Newton. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
It's second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Lindsey. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Phillip Lindsey with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
The score.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling. On. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
sets at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, Michel. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sonny Michel with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Patriots 21, Broncos 17. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Second and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6. Locke working out of the gun. Flush to his right. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on him. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Going deep for Hopkins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Edelman set to return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Is good.
And his kick is good.
Score Patriots 36. Broncos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Block. Screen pass to Lindsey. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
On 1st down, Locke. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Out of bounds at the 45.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Locke looks to throw it again. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining.
And the Broncos.
So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dalton Keene, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Block now to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the...
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 3rd down, Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football, it's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Patriots. So that is now 2 touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to. And now look at him go. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 75 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in them. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21.
Again, it's Michel. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Cannon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That second down play nets a -4. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll be out right at the 35. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, 65 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Michelle on the carry.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And it's Michelle once again. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's great. Show it up. Check 24.
They'll run it here. This is James Lane. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
4th down.
about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll go again with Lindsey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball at the backfield and move the sticks.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now. 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, Locke. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line. A 12-yard pickup brings up
on 2nd down. It's Gordon. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Down at the 37-yard line.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst. Quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down, Broncos.
Operating from the gun. Locke going deep for Hopkins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michelle. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing on third down, Newton. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They snap it to Newton. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Buying time to his left. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on third down, Locke. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Ray Hopkins. Touchdown.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Gun. 8. 65. Watch twist. Shit. Watch the shit. Jim.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL.
And he's going to be hit and taken